It's your boy Vito TV23. That's right, I'm back with another video, man. Told y'all in my last video that I was gonna explain some of the stuff that we went through, me and my wife, man, as far as our marriage goes. And also I told you I was gonna introduce y'all to my wife, but she wasn't feeling up for it today, man. She's tired, had a long day, man. You know, she's also pregnant, so you know how that goes. So she wasn't up to be seen. But stick with me, Vito TV23 fam, and I promise y'all, man, I'll get the introduction in for y'all, man. But on another note, let's get into tonight's video, man. So, I mean, we've been through a lot, man. Where do I start? I really don't know, actually. So, like I said, we got together in 2014, man. We dated for a while. Even in the midst of dating before the marriage, man, it was always people in our business. So I can honestly say, man, basically outside drama is what was causing us a whole lot of issues with our dating and when we got engaged, leading up to the marriage, man. A lot of things was basically us allowing people in our business and giving folks the power to have input on how we run our relationship, our lives in general, man. Things we, had planned for ourselves, man. Some didn't even want us to get married, man. But man, God saw fit to say otherwise, man. So that's why we're here today, man. We're able to thank God that we are married, man. But from the outside, people being in our business to we were also, I can have to tell y'all, man, we were homeless. A couple of weeks, we stayed in our car, man. This was like after we had our son. We stayed from house to house a couple of times before we got the place we're in now, man. We stayed with a couple different people, man. And we thank God for everybody who let us stay with them, man. And just going through all that stuff with somebody who could have gave up on you a long time ago. Because I promised her when I met her, everything that she was going through while I was staying with, you know what I'm saying, while she wasn't, while we weren't living together, I promised I was going to get her out of her mom's and into her own place and let her live her life, live her dreams, start to do whatever it is she had in mind to do. And I got her out, man, but it wasn't to the point where, we were in our home and I thought, this girl's gonna leave me, man, because I don't have a stable place for me or her to lay her head at the moment. We're living from house to house to house. But thank God that the woman that I prayed for, that he sent to me, was strong-minded, strong-willed, and very, very heartwarming and very faithful to our journey, man. And she was like, I'm here for the long haul, man. I'm not leaving. I don't care what we go through, what we've been through, how many times we got to stay with this person, I'm not going. So she rocked with me, man, until we were able to get our own place. And thank God that we've been in this place about 3 years, going on 3 years now, man. So we thank God for the journey, man. But like I said, man, it's basically outside folks coming in trying to tell us how to do this, how to do that. But the biggest thing, man, like I always tell people, is keep people out the business, man. And keep God first and foremost in any and everything, especially a relationship, especially if you're married, man, because the devil will try any and everything. He used so when I tell y'all, he used so many of our closest people to get to us, to bring us down, like keep us at each other's throats, man. And we was allowing all that stuff before we got married, man. Even in the engagement, we was gonna call it off at one point, man, because so many outside people had so much to say. People were lying on me, lying on her, man. It was a lot of stuff in between this thing before we got married, man, that I could just spit out at y'all. But I don't want to make the video too long with all the details, man. But we stuck it, man. We sticking together, man. We stuck together through all that stuff, man. We told each other through thick and thin, man. We gonna rock till the wheels fall off, man. And as long as we kept Christ in it, man, we knew there was no chance of anybody breaking down what he put together, like he put in his word, man. If y'all know y'all Bible, y'all know this verse, man. God tell you in his word, man, that what I've put together, let no man take other. And man, we've valued that verse. We've applied it to our lifetime marriage, man. It's got us to where we are today, man. My wife also went through a lot having her son, man. who is 3 years old. We thank God for him, man. He's a blessing to us, man. Yes, he gets on the nerves at times, but what kid doesn't, man? He's a toddler. He's going to be a kid. But we're thankful for him anyway, man, because he came here healthy, man. My wife, on the other hand, stayed in the hospital for 2.5 weeks, man. Had to undergo a second surgery after her C-section because it burst open, man, and there was life there. And they told her if she didn't do it, man, she could die, or it could take a turn for the worse, however you want to put it. So that was major. That was big for both of us experiencing that, man. But y'all should have seen the strength she had in the midst of getting all this information while laying in the hospital bed. I was a nervous wreck. I broke down, man. She told I didn't even eat, man. I wasn't even eating it, but she made me go get some food, and she told me, she looked me dead in my eye and was like, I promise you, when you get back here to this hospital after going to get you something to eat, I will be right here waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? You know, God was already telling her it was going to be okay. And see, me just being a concerned husband, I let my emotions get the best of me and took God out of the equation at the moment. And my emotions clouded my judgment. But when I got back, after calming myself down and realizing that she was right there waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? God could have took her then, but he didn't. So I think, like I said, I thank God for everything, man. That journey right there, having our son, man, to, you know, we've been through even losing a child, man. We were supposed to have a little girl last year in 2019. She passed April 19, man. Stillbirth. God saw fit to take her home for his purposes, and we know God makes no mistakes. We know our daughter's still with us right here in heart. So yeah, man, like I said, man, that's another thing that took a toll on us, man. Like I said, man, it's been a lot, man. Just to say we've been together for a couple years, but we've been married for 4 whole years, going on 5. It'll be 5 if God allows us to see it. God bless us to see it. It'll be 5 years, December 27th of this year, man. So, you know, like I said, the biggest thing is keeping people out of your business, man. We let a lot of people get in our way, man, and allow them to come in and say what they wanted to say, intervene on any situation, any like disagreement we had. We were messing ourselves up as well by calling people, putting people in our business, and we knew we shouldn't have been doing that because we got counseling. We took marriage counseling before our pastor actually married us, man. He counseled us for like 3 sessions, man, and he told us keep people out your business. Don't call anybody. If y'all have disagreements, y'all don't call anybody. But see, we didn't take heed to that the first year of our marriage, man, and it took us for a whole loop. I'm telling you, if you are in a relationship looking to get married or married, anything, if y'all disagreeing on something, don't call your parents, your best friend, your cousin, your closest cousin. I don't care how long you knew them. That's y'all business. Keep them out, because what it's gonna do, it's gonna draw confusion in your home, man. It's gonna draw a wedge between you and your significant other, and you don't want that, man. Y'all don't want to be at each other's throats, man. Happy wife, happy life, man. And I live by that, man. I had to learn that. She had to learn it. We can't keep putting people in our business. So now, if we do disagree, we find a way to work it out. You know what I'm saying? We find a way to talk it out. But if we get to the point where it's one of those arguments to where it's getting like here, before we let it get here, we separate. She goes one way, I go the other. We take some time ourselves, get our thoughts together, get our emotions in check, talk to God individually. Then we come together, come back together after doing all of that. We sit down calmly, rationally as 2 adults, and we talk. After talking it out, we pray and ask God to forgive us for anything wrong, anything negative that we said that is harmful or hurtful to us, using our words, because, you know, that's something you don't want to do, man. So, like I said, man, it's all about keeping people out your business and keeping that third strand in your relationship or your marriage, man, which is God, man. You know what I'm saying? Keeping that. It's a 3-strand marriage, man. God first, the hubby or the man second, and the wife third, man. It's a 3-strand marriage, man. Even if you're married and you got kids, your kids do not come before your spouse. I am sorry, I hate to put it that way, But that's the way God designed it, you know. That's the way He wrote it in His bylaws, man. And we have to abide by that stuff, man. That's why we're standing now. That's why we're so strong. When people see us, oh man, y'all look so happy. Yeah, we don't look like what we've been through because we don't show that we've been through. You know, God brought us through them things and we give Him credit for it. So once He lifts it off us, we don't wear it on our shoulders, on our hearts, on our sleeves, anything like that anymore. We continue to walk with our heads held high, man, believing in Christ, man, and knowing that He's going to continue to get us through a lot of different things, man. So it's really all about God, man. Really, that's the biggest thing I can give you out through any relationship struggle, man. Pray and keep Him first, man. That's all that's the main things I can tell y'all, man. But outside of Christ, keep people out of your business. I don't care what y'all going through, man. Do not put people in your business, man. Like I said, that's a lot I can tell y'all, man. Man, it's a lot, but I'm not gonna try to make this video too long for the night, man. It's already late, man. I should have been posted this, but I had a lot going on trying to help my wife with some things, but I wanted to bring y'all this because I promised y'all I was gonna keep the content coming. I'm gonna keep my word on that, so that's what I'm doing here, man. But man, like I said, keep people out your business, keep God first, pray about any situation y'all get into, man, and let Him lead y'all to the right decision. And if y'all disagreeing on something, whether you're married, got a boyfriend, engaged, if y'all agreeing or disagreeing on something, and you feel like it's getting heated, like I said, separate yourselves, man. You go in one room, let them go in the other room, calm down, get your emotions in check, collect yourselves to come back together, talk about it rationally in a calm, rational way, and then hold hands and pray about it and give it to God and let it be. Don't bring it back up. And that's another thing. If you ever in a disagreement with your spouse or anybody like that, do not bring up the past. Let it stay buried. Do not bring stuff back up. Because we had a lot of issues with that too in the beginning. And that's something we had to work on with each other together, so, and separately. So it takes a lot of soul searching too, man, when you're in a marriage. That's another reason why we're so strong, because we had to soul search ourselves individually and together to be able to come together as one and unite under Christ's eyes, man, and say we want to be bound together for life under God's eyesight. So you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's like a soul searching, man. You gotta be willing to, you know what I'm saying, take them steps to soul search yourself, get yourself right before you can be with somebody else, you know, and say you can love somebody else if you don't love yourself and yourself ain't made right. So yeah, also, man, don't shack, man. Please don't. God don't like it, man. It'll only hurt you more than it'll help you. So that's another thing. What I mean by shacking is if you're with somebody else, sleeping together, doing all this stuff outside the will of Christ, man, He ain't for it, man. And that's another thing that's keeping us standing, man. We have to realize we have to make it right in the outside of Christ. We're going to be together, do what grown folks do. Let's do it the right way so God can be pleased and we can continue to do the things that grown folks do, sexual aspects, all that stuff. We were doing it, but out of His will. But when we got in our minds and our hearts and allowing for Christ and said, we're going to make this right, that's what we ended up doing, man. We made it right. And you know, anything sexual that we do, it's okay because now Christ is okay with it because He designed it just for marriage, really. And, you know, we were doing it before marriage, but we prayed about it, asked God to forgive us for our sins, including those sins of having sex before marriage and all of that. And He forgave us, man. And like I said, we were able to unite ourselves together on paper and together through Christ. The real bond is through Christ, man. So I hope y'all like this video though, man. I hope this helps anybody out there in relationships, man, who watches this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. And I look forward to catching y'all in the next one, man. It's been your boy Vito TV 23, and I'm out. Peace.